Heyo everybody, I'm Nick and welcome back to Pokémon Scarlet. Last time I was making my way over here, so now, let's do it, shall we? I will return later when it is time for the young master's piano lessons. Until then, please give him my regards. Yes, Mr. Harrington? And who might you be, young man? A friend of the young master, perhaps? Ah, I see. Since you seem unaware, I must inform you that this is the base of Team Star's fairy crew. The Rookbas squad led by young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington! I don't think we're supposed to be giving out that information! No? Then please accept my apologies. Do you have any idea as to who this young man might be? He's no friend of ours! You know, I think he might be here to try and take us on! Understood. In that case, I take it you are an adversary of the young master? Is that so? Well, then that leaves me with one last thing to ask you. Huh? Would you be so kind as to indulge me in a quick battle? Splendid! Then let us begin. You know what beats Dark Fairy? Steel Fairy? This is gonna hurt. You're gonna feel it. I'm glad I chose to go for the speed. Because the speed is good. The speed is real good. Unfortunately, I need to protect on this move, so... this will allow me to keep hammer swinging. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce that off like it's nothing. Gigaton hammer time! Well, well. An outstanding performance. However, be aware that young Master Ortega's battle prowess far surpasses my paltry skills. You would do well to take care. Now, if you'll excuse me. Hasta la vista! That gentlemanly guy used to be the director of the academy, I think? At least that's what I've heard. Now he's like tutoring the boss or something. He shows up here sometimes to take the boss to his lessons. Hang on, why am I explaining this to you? There's no doubting you're here to make trouble, so I gotta let everyone know. Hasta la vista! I see the guard has been dealt with. Good job. That base belongs to Team Star's fairy crew, the Rookbas squad. Their boss, Ortega, is the mechanic of the team. He may be the youngest of the bosses, but his battle skills are no joke. Underestimate him and things will go south for you quickly. He's also a real lead from the back type. He lets his grunts to do all the dirty work for him. But his weak point is a short fuse. Get him good and angry and he'll march out to the front lines to deal with you himself. In terms of tactics, there's nothing else for it but to take down all the lackeys he sends your way. Just tough it out until Ortega shows up and go from there. Ring the bell on the gates once you're ready to kick off this phase of the operation. Time to wipe the Rookbas squad off the map. Alright, ring-a-ding-ding-bish. Here we go! Even the smallest stars can light up the sky when they shine together as constellations. We're the last bastion of Team Star. Losing isn't an option. Hey kid, you listening? If you beat 30 of our Pokemon in 10 minutes, we'll call the boss out to deal with you. How's that for hospitality? Business as usual? Business as usual. I have hammers. Of course I keep sending my Pokemon in the wrong direction. There are Pokemon right here. For the smashing. Come on. Get over here. I keep charging my Pokemon in the wrong direction. Get back over here. Let's keep the beatdowns going. At least it's a big, nice, wide open area so we can just attack to our heart's content and not have to do much of anything. I don't think your Pokemon are doing much of anything. And then I send my Mally off in the wrong direction. There we go. Let's take these suckers down! Come on, what you gonna do? Oh, send in the big guns? Yeah, that sounds about right. Sending in the big guns. At least they're all more spread apart, so I actually have to get running to find them. But I don't think my Pokemon are gonna be a problem dealing with all these flunkies. You're gonna need a little more than this to deal with me. It's just like, Earthquake! Deals with all of you, bitches. Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. Let's take these balloons out, shall we? Alright, where are 3 more? There's 3 more. Let's go. Let's bring the heat. Let's have some fun. Yeah! Our defenses are breached! It's all up to the boss now! So you're Nick. Okay. Talk about underwhelming. I was expecting someone, I don't know, a little more beefed up. Well, whatever. I don't care who you are. Not like I'm gonna lose to you anyway. If you think fairy types are all about cuteness, you're in for a nasty surprise. Well then let's fight, buddy boy. Of course you have a luxury ball. Hey look, I think that's an opportunity for you to source things. I promise I'll play nice, so don't blame me when this battle sends you blubbering back home. Yeah, I was supposed to fight this base before the fighting one. Oops. Oh, this'll do some damage. Ow! Oopsie! Did you just realize how outmatched you are? If you want to give up, now's the time. There's a reason for that. Sword Stance plus Hammer equals you die. A Wigglytuff, I can keep fighting. I want to see how long I can keep this Sword Stance going. Besides, you only have 4 Pokemon. Aerie had 5. I think I can live. Yeah, you're not playing rough with me. If anything, this would have been the best chance to heal up, but let's see how far I can take this Gigaton Hammer swinging time. Now, do you have your own Tinkaton? You should. Nope, it's a Darkspun. I don't think Doggy is going to be your way to victory. Or it could be, since I've taken some heat already. But really, it's just one sword stance, hammer, and then alternate between protect and hammer. Have a taste of this slick move. Bet you can't handle my Pokemon's adorable strength. Ping! This is what happens when I have access to protect. And I'm faster! Yeah, I have the power of Fairy and the Steel. Here comes the Reveroom! What the heck? What is my team on the ropes? That's totally not fair! Bruh, I did things out of... Oh, fuck. Fairy moves are stronger? Except I've gotta do a little protection time. Let me use my hammer again. A steel roller? Not what I expected, but okay. Oh, by the way... Oh, you're faster, huh? But you didn't do enough damage. You took the terrain away. Not like I needed it. Ha! One swing. One swing. Beware. Ugh! How could I lose? What the heck? Ugh! What the heck? Your toy car didn't budge an inch, huh? I told you, it's not a toy! It's called the Starmobile, and I was up all night building it! The problem's clearly that we're not giving it enough juice. You designed this thing to be powered by 2 Char Cadet, but it's just too heavy. That's just a shame. I wanted to see the looks on our bullies' faces once we got it moving. I'm sorry. I really thought it would work out. Come, good fellows. 'Tis no occasion for melancholy. Why, to make such a remarkable contraption by thine own hand? Genius, thy name is Ortega! Yeah, well, there's no point if it doesn't work, is there? If I knew all that effort would have 0 payout, I would have just asked Mother to buy a car for us. See, this is why people don't take you seriously. You say some stupid things, you know that? What? Mela, cool it, will ya? Yeah, how about no? I mean, even if we put this in the code, for crying out loud. When we started Team Star, we swore to quit relying on our parents or bags of cash to fix our problems for us. Or did you forget? If that hunk of junk doesn't move, get it moving. If we're short on juice, just gotta crank it up the power somehow. Doesn't take a genius, man. That's easy enough to say, Melly. Do you have an actual plan? Yup, I'm gonna train up my Char Cadet and have them evolve. Their boosted firepower will get the Starmobile moving. No sweat. But the hour of Operation Star is nigh at hand. Will you succeed in time? Oh, I'll get it done. Melly, wait! You know, Mela shoots her mouth off an awful lot, but she means well. I know. Gah! This sucks! This sucks! I hate myself for losing, but I also can't get over how awesome you were in that battle. If any of us squad bosses are defeated, that means we have to step down, and going against our code would make me a traitor to the team. Gah! Fine! Not like I have any choice anyway, so take the badge already. You better treat it with the respect it deserves. I'm not done yet. Here's my favorite TM too. Feel free to marvel at how awesome it is. And just so you know, you are the worst! Like the most annoying person ever! But I get it, you're super strong. I'll admit that much. You even busted up my Starmobile. Young Master Ortega. Mr. Harrington! I guess it's time for my piano lesson, huh? As it happens, I just lost my boss title, so I'm all good to head on home. Actually, a different matter brought me. There's somebody I would like you to meet. He's a distant acquaintance of mine. The name's Clive. Okay, what's your business here? I want you to tell me something. You're the son of a wealthy family and heir to a major apparel company, so I joined a group like Team Star. What a question to ask someone you've just met. Well, my answer's the same as everyone else in the team. It's 'cause I was being bullied. So, the Academy really did used to have an issue with bullying. Who would guess, right? The school is all rainbows and butterflies these days. And the bullies from back then don't even go to the Academy anymore. Why? What happened to them? As the former director of the Academy, I believe I am best positioned to answer that question. Mr. Harrington. About 18 months ago, the member of Team Star confronted the students who used to bully them, and an altercation broke out between the groups. Though it did not escalate into a major incident, the altercation nonetheless caused a scandal of hitherto unknown proportions. As a result of what occurred that day, the students who had perpetrated the bullying dropped out of the Academy, one after another. But there aren't any records of that anywhere in the Academy. No, I should imagine not. My former deputy deleted all records of the incident, you see. What? Why would anyone do that? Just as I was puzzling over how best to deal with Team Star in the aftermath of the incident, a certain student came to see me. This student declared that they would take all responsibility for the team's actions. In exchange, they requested that I exonerate the other students from Team Star from any blame. Huh? No one told me that! I accepted the request and agreed not to take disciplinary action against Team Star. Then, I assigned 18 months of overseas study to the student who took responsibility for the team. A year and a half studying abroad? This was not intended as punishment, you understand. Team Star were the victims, after all. I wanted this student to take some time to rest, so I had them return home to the Gala region under the pretext of overseas study. Around that time, however, the former deputy director took it upon himself to erase all traces of the incident from the Academy's servers. It appears his intent was to shield himself from any blame. So he tried to cover up the whole thing? That's terrible! After we discovered what he had done, I dealt with him appropriately, of course. But the inability of myself and the rest of the teaching staff to prevent this terrible act also represented a grave blunder on our part. I accepted the blame that lay at my feet and resigned from my position as director. The rest of the teaching staff then joined me in handing in their notices. So that's why the current teachers were all brought in a year and a half ago. I understand my actions have caused you a great deal of trouble. You have my sincere apologies. Hang on, Mr. Harrington! How come you suddenly decided to talk about this now? Young Master Ortega, Team Star cannot carry on in its current fashion. I merely wish to give you a chance to chart a better course. Well, there's no way I'm abandoning my friends and going to school without them. Not after we've come this far. Your friends in Team Star must mean a great deal to you. Isn't that obvious? It's 'cause, they're my greatest treasure in the whole world. Nick, it's me. Did you do it? Did you claim Ortega's star badge? With its boss no longer around, the Ruchba squad is as good as finished. So Ortega was the last. All 5 squad bosses have now been toppled from their pedestals. I imagine they'll leave Team Star before long now that they've lost their special positions. After that, they should be back attending classes at the Academy. Nice work out there, Nick. Is that Clive I hear? Cassiopeia, well done to you too. Thanks. Now about your reward. Nick, I'll transfer some LP over to your phone, as promised. That reminds me, I'm doing the whole supply unit rep thing this time, right? Indeed, you can go ahead and give Nick his bonus reward now. At long last, Operation Starfall has entered its final stage. There's only one thing left on the agenda. You must defeat the big boss and have Team Star disband for good. Don't worry, there's no need to search them out. The true identity of the big boss is none other than me. Well, honestly, that was kind of obvious. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to keep it from you for so long, but the right moment never came. I'm the one who formed Team Star. Back then, the members of the team were my closest friends, and I treasured them more than anything. If they go on like this, Team Star won't do any good for anyone. They've got to give it up, so I'm using the code we made together to force them to disband. Nick, I'll be waiting for you in the schoolyard after dark. You should come as well, Clive. Understood. Then I'll see you both there. So Cassiopeia was the big boss of Team Star this whole time. I scarcely thought it possible. But with this revelation, I just might have an inkling as to their true identity. It seems we'll find our answers after dark in the Academy's schoolyard. Let's prepare as best we can before heading over. So it's finally time to take on the boss, huh? Finally time. I guess I got a few preparations to make, don't I? Well, specifically, I would like to get all of my Pokemon to level 55 before taking on the final bosses, so to speak, of all these different stories. So that means I actually have a little bit of preparations to do in between episodes, huh? Well, that's a little exciting. I actually get to do some off-screen preps for once. So with that, on today's episode of Pokemon Scarlet, we took down the final base and kind of realized that Cassiopeia was the true boss of Team Star the entire time. Although, how did he figure out that I was going to be able to do it? That's my question. And so, I think what we're going to do is, we're going to save the Pokemon League for last, and we're going to start, at least our chain of final sequences. We're going to do the final Star Boss, we're going to do the lab next, and the Pokemon League last, is how I think I'm going to do things. So, when I see you next, we're gonna take on Cassiopeia. So at that, I'm Nick, and I'll see you guys next time.